All right, yes. Thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 70GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying. Now, there are a lot of issues we are going to talk to you about. The weekend has just ended and a lot of the leagues are done. In fact, a Turkish league is done. Yes, Turkish league in area. Boga. Jerome Opoku yesterday scored a goal for his side, Başakşehir, Istanbul Başakşehir. I will talk to you about. I will talk to you about Mohammed Kudus. What a season Mohammed Kudus has had. Not a good season. Not a good season. And we are going to talk to you about that. Then we'll look at some other issues, some other stories. Ghana versus Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast is coming on. Yes, when is it coming on? What game is that? We are bringing you all the details and some more updates in this video on this channel, Sports 7GH. Please do also subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and select all. Leave your thoughts, comments, views, opinions below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very much for staying with us. Where are we even starting the issues from? Let's start off with Ibrahim Sullemana, fantastic Ghanaian midfielder who plays for Atalanta in the Italian Serie A. He has scored in back-to-back games for Atalanta. Over the weekend, he scored for them, and then the weekend before this one too, he scored for them. Back-to-back, all of them screamers. Yes, yeah, in fact, he's doing very, very well. He scored versus Roma to help them secure their place in the Uefa Champions League and play in the next season's Champions League. And then also he scored versus Genoa when they played versus them this weekend. What a game, or what a time Ibrahim Sullemana is having. He started the game versus Genoa and played very well. In fact, on top of the goals and everything, he won the Man of the Match award in that particular game versus Genoa. That tells you how good he was in that game versus Genoa as we speak to you about Ibrahim Sullemana. We've already told you, I've said it on this channel countless times, that he's a quality player we must preserve and protect. Because if you look at the way he plays, the way he plays the role, defensive midfield, number 6 and all of that, he's just a true gem. He's just 21 years old too. 21 years. So if he makes the right life decision, club's decisions, which club to move to, and gets playing time and all of those things, Boga, he's going to be a great player. And we have to preserve this player. The whole of Ghana, blackstars and everybody should preserve Ibrahim Sullemana, as he is the new gem for our midfield defensive role over there as we talk to you. Now, let's come to Ghanaian goalkeepers. Ahead of Ghana versus Nigeria friendly game that we'll be playing, the Black Stars goalkeepers are doing very well. And if you are a staunch follower of this channel, Sports 7GH, you know that I've always been talking to you about Ibrahim Danlad in the Ethiopian League. Boga, the guy, the way he's keeping clean sheets in the Ethiopian League, it's very, very surprising. And I think that he deserves his flowers, okay? So if you look at the best performing Ghanaian goalkeepers, okay, as summarized by GTV Sports Plus, they say that the number 1 Black Stars goalkeeper is currently Benjamin Asare. He has played 25 games. He has 16 clean sheets, 11 goals conceded. Atizigi has played 37 games for St. Gallen. He has 6 clean sheets, 51 goals conceded. And then there is Jojo Olakot, 33 games, 4 clean sheets, 65 goals conceded. And then there is Ibrahim Danlad in the Ethiopian League with 28 games played, 18 clean sheets, 18 clean sheets from 28 games, and just conceded 14 goals in the Ethiopian League with Kofi FC. Now, I don't want anybody to quickly jump into the conclusion that, then it means that the Ghanaian goalkeepers, those who don't do well is Atizigi and Jojo Olakot. It's not like that. relax. Because if you bring Benjamin Asare into the St. Gallen team, maybe he's going to concede a lot of goals. Because if you look at these 4 goalkeepers, that one GTV Sports Plus didn't do. But if you look at save percentage, the number of shots you face, and the number of saves you make, saves percentage, Atizigi will be on top because he makes a lot of saves with the St. Gallen team. Even Jojo Olakot makes a lot of saves with the team he's playing for, but they are a team that's not good in League One. Right now, I'm sure they are going to League Two in the English Premier League. They face a lot of shots. A lot of chances are created against them, and then they concede a lot. So let's not say that the two best goalkeepers with the Black Stars or concerned with the Black Stars are Daniel Ibrahim and Benjamin Asare. They are not, because of the teams they play for. Maybe if they were playing for the teams Jojo Olakot and Atizigi is playing for, it will be a different story. So I'm just saying that we should appreciate the four of them, and I am happy that 4 Ghanaian goalkeepers in their respective clubs are doing fairly well. In fact, the other two there, you cannot say they are doing very well like that, but they are doing fairly well because, like I said, in terms of saves percentage, Atizigi and Jojo Olakot will be up there, and they really save a lot of shots that they are faced. So yes, Ghanaian goalkeepers, who should be there now? It's Benjamin Asare. So this one there, we don't have to ask the question again. Is that not it? Jerome Opoku helped Istanbul Basaksehir yesterday to secure European places. Yes, so next season, if Jerome Opoku stays at Istanbul Basaksehir, he's going to be playing the UEFA Conference League. Yes, the Turkish league, 34 matches played. Istanbul Basaksehir is on the 5th position, and that position gives them the Europa Conference League place over there. As we speak to you, he scored a goal. They won 3-2 over Kasim Pasa. He scored a third goal. It was a penalty. He kicked the ball. The goalkeeper saved it, but then he scored from the rebound. Jerome Opoku, Black Stars defender, he will be part of the blackstar squad for the game, friendly game versus Nigeria. So be aware of that. After the game, this is what he had to say on his Twitter handle. He says, "Europe, bravo, Takim, nice to score the winner." He scored a winner for Basaksehir to win and qualify for Europe as we speak to you. Ghana vs Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast will be coming on 30th of May 2025. International friendly games ahead of the African Women's Cup of Nations. All right, so Ghana will play versus Cote d'Ivoire on the 30th of May, and then on the 3rd of June too, Ghana will play versus Cote d'Ivoire. So double header in terms of friendly games. The Black Queens who are playing the game. Black Queens, they are preparing for the African Cup of Nations, Women's African Cup of Nations, and they are still playing a lot of friendly games. So they are going to play versus Ivory Coast women team, and that is the big news we are also giving you in this video on this channel, Sport 7 GH. Let's quickly talk to you about Mohammed Kudus. Jamie Carragher is a fantastic, I don't know if he's a legend of Liverpool, former Liverpool defender. Jamie Carragher has got some few words to say about Mohammed Kudus. In fact, he said those words ahead of Kudus, West Ham United versus Nottingham Forest. Again, West Ham lost. Jarrod Bowen scored a goal for West Ham, and West Ham. But Carragher is saying that one of the reasons why West Ham are where they are this season is because Mohammed Kudus hasn't shown the form that he showed last season. In fact, he continued to say that he will not be surprised to see Mohammed Kudus leave West Ham United. In fact, the club would like to sell Kudus because he's not being informed and all of that. Yes, one of the reasons why West Ham are where they are is because of lack of form for Mohammed Kudus. Again, one of the reasons why Mohammed Kudus has lost form is because West Ham United as a team has been very inconsistent this season, has been very shambolic, and they just cannot maintain form and rhythm. They have, I think, 2 coaches now, or 3. 2 coaches, different coaches coming to take over, and it is not going well. They are just not doing well. So what I'm saying is, in as much as Kudus Mohammed's bad form has contributed to West Ham United poor form, West Ham United's poor form has also contributed to Kudus. So it's a proportion, directly proportionate something. Do you get a point? So let's not only blame the Ghanaian player. Jarrod Bowen is the standout performer for West Ham United this season. Aside him, all the other players, nothing. Midfielders, strikers, defenders, nothing. So let's see. Let's wait and see. I think that if Kudus will stay at West Ham, that the next season will be a deal breaker, and that's why I think that he doesn't have to stay, because that will be a big gamble. If he stays at West Ham and it doesn't go well, people will think that, oh, Bogas, Aquano Crano, tough light, no team bonus. But if he goes well to Manga, You are a quality player. Eje chacha obetua. I bet you bet yeah. Ekuyima no afa nkuya na yes time. You are say. So that is the big news also that we are talking to you about in this video on this channel, Sports 7 GH. Arsenal have qualified for Uefa Champions League next season after beating Newcastle United 1-0 at home. And Thomas Partey was with his family. In fact, his father was around, his wife was around, and now my new kid, you know. Quick. New kid, no. Okay. Right now, we don't know if Thomas Partey will be staying at Arsenal or not. We don't know yet. But we'll wait and see how things go. Honoma, Enye is a cry. All right, good. Now, I think that is it. All right. So, Ghanaian player, for I'll be Salzburg. Over the weekend, he scored a winner for Salzburg against Blue Webs Lanes, and he's by name Edmund Baidoo, and he scored 3 goals this season. All of them were clutch goals or fantastic goals. Match winner in the 88th minute against our touch, and then second goal in a 2-1 victory against Blue Web Lanes, and then today over the weekend too, he scored a match winner in the 94th minute against Blue Web Lanes. Looks like Blue Web Lanes for the or show one is all show more. He's doing very, very well. Honoma Enye is a Ghanaian midfielder. Yeah, so wait and see how things go. Congratulations to him. Do want to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell and select all. Thank you very much for staying with us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.